Okay guys, welcome back to the show. How you doing? Jack Scalfani here, ready to try out another recipe. I'm not even sure where this recipe came from. Normally it's a holiday recipe, or it's a request by a viewer, or it's one of your favorite lazy man or playing with your food. This just came out of nowhere. I think because it looked good. Because the picture looked good. When you look at the finished product, it looks amazing. All right? Now, I'm hoping to make it look amazing too. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring you in close. There's a few things I want to tell you about some of the ingredients on how to treat it. So come on in close, and then we'll run down all the ingredients. I just want you to hear that. Okay? This is the hardest part of the whole recipe, is cutting this in half. And then you know what the second hardest part is? Cutting this one in half. Okay, so you need to be extra careful. Watch some videos on cutting these in half. We're going to show you how we do it, but you're going to want somebody who's strong, who's steady with their hands so you don't cut yourself and get hurt. We're going to show you our way of doing it, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is cut these in half and get them on a cookie sheet so we can roast them under the broiler. That's the first thing you do. And this is spaghetti squash, by the way, in case you didn't know that. We got parsley, we got kale, we got cherry tomatoes, we got some grated Parmesan cheese, spicy Italian sausage, and salt and pepper. Okay, here's what happens. No. Okay, first thing, set that down. Now, one of the rules is to get a steak knife and cut a sliver off the bottom and flatten this, okay? So go ahead and get a steak knife. So Tammy and I are discussing the safest way to do this. And just cut a sliver off so we can get a flat bottom.
Like that?
That's fine. Just as long as we had a flat bottom to keep it from rocking. That's good. Alright, let me move this out of the way. Now, the next thing is place this where you want it. Place it where you want it. Okay? Give it a couple, just kind of tap so it gets a little groove in the skin. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. Okay. No. Stop it. Lay the towel over it. Now I need your hand out of the way. Ready? Can you move your, honey, put it back. Thank you. I want you to be safe. Ready? This is so you don't damage your knife. You tap on a towel. There you go. That was safe. You see that? Mm-hmm. Look how beautiful that is. That's how you do it, guys. You saw it? That's the safest way to do it. If you got another way, let me know. Wait, hold on. Okay, so now that Tammy has cut these in half, that's what the recipe asked for. She's got to cut the stems off. So we're going to show you one example really quick. There you go.
Both ends or just that end?
Just that end. Probably want to go a little deeper. Makes me nervous. Okay guys, so you're gonna, now that they're in halves, you want to scoop out the center right there. Okay, and then this is what we're gonna do, is roast them on this cookie sheet. Make sure you got the seeds and the stringy stuff out, kind of like cleaning a pumpkin. Okay, and take as little as possible out, because this is all going to be edible when we're done, and it's going to be good. It's going to be delicious. If you've never had spaghetti squash, it's well worth it. Okay, the next step is get your kale ready, and the way you do that is, anytime you're cooking with kale, you don't want this stem here, so you got to remove the stem. It's like, they call it deveining, kind of like deveining a shrimp, but you're going to devein your kale. Just all I do is take a knife and drag it across like that, and drag the knife on the other side, and you got it. And then if there's anything left, I usually just pull it off my fingers. This top part, the very thin top part, you can leave that in. That's totally cool. And then just pop the leaves off. Okay? Anything that's left. And that's how you get the vein out, or the stem out, of your kale. Okay, so we have the spaghetti squash in the oven down below. and that's being roasted right now with a high broiler flame. If you don't have a broiler flame, just cook it at 450, just roast it at 450, all right? Right now, let's get started with a little bit of oil in the pan, as always. We'll heat that up. Make sure you got a flame. Take a look. Yep, got a flame. Okay, you guys remember how we test it? Ready? Take a little bit of meat right there in the oil and just watch when it starts sizzling. We'll know we're ready. I don't know if you can see, but it's starting to bubble a little bit, so that means the pan's nice and hot and we're ready for it. Let's get our sausage in. There we go. All we care about is cooking the sausage, browning it up. So go ahead and break that up and get it all cooked. Now the meat's almost done. You can still see a little pink. You can cook it until all the pink's gone, or you can just add your stuff in now because this stuff's going to keep cooking. Make sure it's getting all good and chopped up. Alright, let's put the other stuff in now. First thing we're going to do is put in first we're putting in the tomatoes. Then we're putting in the kale. Alright. And now we're putting in the water. And put in our salt if you want. If not, leave it out. Put in a little pepper if you want. I just love to watch the kale start wilting right away. The moisture and the kale, it almost brings out a sweetness in the kale that raw you can't taste, but once you get it steamed, blanched, or sauteed, it starts to come out of the leaf. First thing we're going to do is bring over our mixture, our sausage mixture, put it on one little hot plate. Then you can bring out the spaghetti squash halves. This is where we do all our work. Alright, so here's the sausage mixture right here on one hot plate. I got the cookie sheet, just came out of the oven. These are nice and warm. They've been roasted and they're ready to go. If you test it with a fork, you should see that they're tender. Go ahead and throw some salt on here, on your vegetables, and a little pepper before you fill them. Yeah, you're perfect. Now, just gonna grab a scoop of this. Whoops. And you're gonna stuff your spaghetti squash. Drain, 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 drain. Put it in there. Okay, remember the grated Parmesan cheese? You're gonna go ahead and sprinkle it on top. Go ahead and put it on each one. All right, now you got it all covered in cheese. Put this back in the oven for about 3 minutes, just till get that cheese browned, okay? That's all we care about. If it melts, it browns, whatever it does, just hit it with some heat. All right, here it is. Sausage stuffed spaghetti squash. There it is right there. I tasted the sausage. It is spicier than I'm used to. The last step is just to give it a little bit of garnish. After we're done cooking everything, put some fresh parsley on top, and you are good to go. And you are ready for dinner. You can put a little on the plate if you want. If you got extra, put it on the plate. Make it look festive. Okay. There we go. So we're going to give this a try right now. All right, especially you keto fans, this is a great plate for you. Sausage, tomato, kale, cheese, really. Your squash on the bottom, and it's all good to go for you. So let's give it a try right now. Let's get a little scoop. Oh, it's hot. We're just gonna wait a second there. And then as you eat, you will, oh, look at that. That's not going in my mouth, not right now. Isn't that a great bite? Oh, look at that. You're all going, is he gonna jam that in his mouth? I'm like, maybe. It is burning hot. Wow. I'm gonna give you a little peek into my life, okay? This is what happens when the camera's turned off. Because I got all this cheese. Why let it go to waste, right? And I'll leave that on there for a minute and let it melt. And I'm ready for dinner. You guys gonna try this? Give it a try, all right? You're gonna love it. It's amazing. Take care, you guys. I love you. See you in the next episode.